Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the your September bonus reading. Ace of Pentacles wanting to pop out there, so we will definitely keep that in mind. So far, people have been getting a lot of aces in these readings, so you know, and we have 2 eclipses this month, so it is a good time for new beginnings and things like that. You have the Stars card. It says a long journey brings rewards. You have this Mystic Circle. It says your abilities will be enhanced. You have very intuitive time, especially with the, especially with the eclipses, and one of them being in Pisces. You know, your fellow water sign, right? And so it could be a good time to like make sure you're trusting your intuition and all that other stuff. Here you go. This is why I don't take pop outs, by the way, is because if a card's meant to come out, it'll come out. Plain and simple. But you have 2 aces like everybody else. And, so definitely could be a good time for kind of like new beginnings and things like that, I feel, for pretty much everyone. And I would be looking for like new beginnings. And the cards really, you have 2 double cards, by the way, here, Scorpio. And so, this looks really good. Scorpio, the thing I would say is that, again, you have the best reading out of all the water signs. The other 2 had more challenging stuff popping up. You have like nothing. In the area of your current general energies, you have the 3 of Cups and the Page of Cups. These 2 wanted to come out together. So if you want love, this definitely could be like a new connection that's coming in for you. Sometimes I feel that the 3 of Cups is about meeting a person through socializing. Can also represent meeting a person through, let me get my fish up on screen here as well. But it can represent meeting a person through socializing or meeting a person through friends. So if you do want love, I would get out there. I also feel this could just be that some of you are working on an opportunity. You have this Cosmic Egg Hatching card coming up, and it says, what you've been waiting for is ready to be. Your patience is about to be rewarded. So definitely. The crazy thing is that Cancer also had a message about their patience being rewarded. So, it could just be a time for water signs to get something that they've been dreaming about. Page of Cups, a little bit of a dreamy energy. So there you go. Next, in the area of your crossing energy, the crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you in a Celtic cross. The 4 of Pentacles can represent holding on too tightly to a comfort zone or needing to release something from the past. So if you do want love, I definitely feel it would be a good time for you to obviously step out of a comfort zone, let go of the past, all that other stuff with the Page of Cups and the 3 of Cups here. 4 of Pentacles is also, can represent money. And you actually have very good cards for money in this reading. You have the Ace of Pentacles, even the 2 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. And, this is the Magician, but again, these are all good cards for improving your finances, but I think that it's going to be through, I don't necessarily think you have to take a risk, but I do think you have to put yourself out there more, or you have to do something differently than what you're doing right now. Next, in the area of what's on your mind, you have the King of Cups. You could have a person on your mind that could be a King of Cups type person. So if you are looking for love, sure, you could be thinking about a person. The King of Cups is also about your emotions. He is sitting in the middle of the ocean, and he has very deep emotions on this card. And, his deep emotions could represent, he needs to be in control of his emotions. So coming up in the area of what's on your mind, this could say that controlling your emotions will help you control the direction of your mind. And, it just seems to me like it is one of those months where you should be controlling that. Some of you, I keep getting this message. I'm pretty sure for you, I'm pretty sure I said this to you recently as well. It's I feel like some of you are also thinking about moving, or you're planning a move or something. And if you are, I do feel a move would be beneficial for whatever reason. It would be good for you to do it. Sometimes I think we wonder, right? Would it be a good idea if I moved? This is saying yes, for whatever reason. There are some cards in the tarot that I call clue cards, and the King of Cups is a clue to me as a reader sometimes, only when I feel it intuitively, about the home. And, I think that some of you could be thinking or planning a move. And again, especially if it's somewhere you've never lived before, I would definitely say yes, it'll be very good for you. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles can be a big opportunity coming in for you. So, yeah, I think that there could be an opportunity that's coming in for you here. Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity that for something that can grow, right? So with the Ace of Pentacles, we have to do something to get the Ace of Pentacles to grow because we have to plant the seed. And it's coming up in the area of a foundation. So I kind of feel like there is a good start coming in for you, Scorpio, this month. You know, it's literally what this is saying. It's coming up in the area of the foundation. So it would literally say that your foundation for the month is whatever seed you plant, like right now, at the beginning of the month. Or today is the 29th. So this video will be published on August 30th. So even if you're watching it before the 1st, it would be a good time for you to get started with this energy, right? And that's what I would definitely do here with the Ace of Pentacles, is I would like get started and you know, get moving basically with this energy because it'll be good for you. I also, you know, one thing I will say as well, Scorpio, is there's this mountain here kind of like underneath this archway. So sometimes with the Ace of Pentacles, I feel that we can see an opportunity, but we can also be looking at it as a mountain. Not necessarily a bad thing, you know, but it could say that you are, it's like maybe you're worried about like how much work is going to be involved with an opportunity. And I don't normally say that, but it is definitely popping into my head with the Ace of Pentacles. And so what I want to tell you is that, yes, whatever you're thinking about is going to be worth it. We go up to the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Cups, the Magician here. You know, good cards. So I think that if you are wondering, is some sort of mountain that you could climb going to be worth it? The answer is yes. Next, in the area of your past position, you have this Temple of the Soul. It says you're on a karmic path, so you can unravel the mysteries of your karmic debts. You have this Cosmic Egg Hatching card. It says what you've been waiting for is ready to be. Your patience is about to be rewarded. So yes, if you have been working on something for a few years, I feel some of you are about to like really kind of break out here. And, you know, it's kind of like, I feel a shakeup coming for you, some of you Scorpios, but this is like a good shakeup. It's like a, you know, it's almost like you're just doing things in your own way. I don't have a good example for you here, Scorpio, other than YouTube, right? It's like there are a bunch of people that on YouTube that read tarot, but it's like some people stand out, some people don't. And, you know, it's like I think that the people that stand out do things in their own way, right? And so that's what I'm talking about here. It's like I feel like some of you have like discovered your unique angle on something, you know? And that's really what's popping into my head. It's like you could be discovering like a unique way of doing your job or your business or even like love or something else in your life. And I feel like that could be making you very successful at this time. Also in the past, you have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands out with the old and with the new. We have these two eclipses this month, one in Pisces, one in Virgo on the 21st. And, you know, again, I don't know. It's like sometimes I think sometimes like certain things that show up in readings are just obvious, and you know, this is one of them. I think, especially for you, Scorpio, that you are definitely, you know, looking at your astrology and everything else going on, that there are definitely some, you know, out with the old and in with the new type of changes coming in for you, Scorpio, and it just like is what it is. Next, in the area of your very near future, you have this Take the Lead card and this Courage card. Yes, pretty much all three water signs had something about taking the lead because it is time for water signs to shine. I say it all the time, that water signs have been through what everybody is about to go through, astrologically. And, you know, I think the water signs are here to be living examples. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to tell anyone what to do or anything like that. All you have to do is be a living example and take the lead on things in your life that you want to accomplish. And when you do that, you are giving permission to other people to do it when they see you doing it. And, you know, that is how you can be working spiritually. And that's how you can get a lot of benefits spiritually as well. But I also do think that water signs literally have to take the lead. Like, you know, if there's anything you want in life or anything you want to accomplish, I would make sure you're doing things to, you know, make those things happen. You have the Queen of Swords also in the area of your very near future. A lot of clarity coming in for you at this time. Again, doesn't surprise me. I think especially this first eclipse in Pisces on the 7th of September could be bringing a lot of clarity in for you, or a lot of understanding. You know, she has these clouds halfway up her body, and it represents the fact that she is seeing things clearly for the first time. So, you know, I feel a lot of you Scorpios are just getting clarity on things in life for the first time, or you're seeing things clearly. And, you know, obviously that would be a good thing with the Queen of Swords. I also feel like you could be like developing new understandings with the Queen of Swords on things in your life. And, you know, obviously that would be good. Next, in the area of the next of your outcome row, you have the strength card and this release card. Again, with the eclipses, I think there are things that water signs are going to have to release, that you have to have the strength to release. Obviously, it's like you're going to have to be bold, brave, assertive, and you're really going to have to like be able to let things go, right? And I think doing that would be a good thing for you here, Scorpio, but definitely could be some, releases happening. Next, in the area of the next few months, you have this Nine of Cups and the Magician. Nine of Cups can be like a wish or wish fulfillment. The Magician obviously can be a card of manifestation. So, and both of these cards are about getting into alignment. The whole point of the Nine of Cups is that he is in perfect alignment with what he wants in life. And because of that, he's getting it. The Magician has that snake wrapped around his waist, which is the Ouroboros, which represents reinvention. And the Magician is just willing to reinvent himself. He's just willing to go through a reinvention to get what he wants, right? And so I feel that for you, Scorpio, that like being willing to go through a reinvention would be a really good idea with that, Magician energy. I also think that like looking at your tools would be a good idea. The Magician has mastery over all the suits in the tarot in front of him. And so if he's trying to work towards something and like one way to do something doesn't work, he just tries something else. He just tries a different tool, and that's how he gets things to work. I also always pull the card he's pointing to. We're going to say it's this one. You have this seduction card. It says passion and romance passion and romance await. So yes, if you are looking for love, definitely could be new love coming in for you. You have the King of Cups. You end with the Lovers as well. And so the Nine of Cups and the Magician could say that you are trying to attract a person or a situation, and I feel like you are. Next, in the area of your closest relationships, you have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles can be work hard, play hard, which I definitely feel is going to be important for you, Scorpios, to make sure you're balancing energy. This could also say you need to make sure that you're giving people energy, that doesn't even have to mean love. That's not necessarily what I'm talking about. But instead of like only working, make sure you're also giving energy to the important connections in your life if you want to, right? And, create that balance. I also feel this could be about making time for love for some of you. So it's like if you want it, I would just make the time for it, and I think you'll have it. Plain and simple. So there you go. Next, in the area of your future feelings, you have the Ten of Pentacles. I love the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. It is also very good for you fixed signs to get the Ten of Pentacles. On November 7th, Uranus will retrograde back into Taurus for the last time. And that Uranus and Taurus energy is very good for building, leaving a legacy, which is what the Ten of Pentacles is. So you fixed signs are literally, and I've said this to you before, but you are literally being asked to build and leave a legacy, or to build something secure, or to build something, that is built to last in your life. And I feel that's probably what you're doing here with the Ten of Pentacles. The other thing about the Ten of Pentacles is that there is an alternate meaning to the Ten of Pentacles, which is that it can represent hidden or secret information. And it's not really like hidden or secret, it's just that we have to look for it. With the Ten of Pentacles. But with the Queen of Swords here, I definitely feel some of you could be getting some clarity that leads to, Ten of Pentacles, making it rain, basically. Some people say that those pentacles are raining down on this family on the card. So, I think that there could be some information that you're discovering in like work or business that could lead to a lot of abundance. And yeah, it looks really good to me. Your outcome is the Lovers, which is great. Definitely could be attracting love if that's what you want is love. You could be attracting a strong connection, which is good. The Lovers can also say, I do feel like some of you are like opening a new path in your life. The Lovers can be like an old path and then a new path over here or a new opportunity. And sometimes I feel that where, the Lovers traditionally was a card of the crossroads, being at a crossroads, having a choice to make in love. But, sometimes I feel it can just be any choice that you have to make in your life. And, I feel like there could be like new options or new directions coming in for you, and that would be good. Let's see. With the Page of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles. I feel that there is need to make a move here. If you want love, I feel you have to do something to get it. I feel like this is saying, I'm not saying you have to like tell a person you like them, but I do feel this is saying like you do have to put yourself out there in some way. You have to make yourself available. So, I feel the Knight of Pentacles is encouraging that. The other thing is we were talking about planting a seed with that Ace of Pentacles. He has his seed right here. He has these empty fields behind him. The whole point of the Knight of Pentacles is that, if he plants that seed, it will grow and he will be very successful. He will see a lot of growth. So, again, I think it's kind of like time for you to see growth. With the King of Cups, you have the High Priestess. There is a lot of Pisces energy here. Like sometimes I think when this happens, by the way, that the universe is just telling me as a reader that we have to work with the Pisces energy, right? So could this be a Pisces coming in for some of you? Sure. You have the King of Cups is Pisces, so sure. But, I also feel this is encouraging you to work with that, Neptune, Saturn retrograding back into Pisces soon. Saturn will be on the first, Neptune, I can't remember off the top of my head. But also the eclipse in Pisces, North Node in Pisces. We do have a lot of Piscean energy going on right now. So we have to trust our intuition. I think also a big thing of this is that we have to dig into mystery. Sometimes I think the High Priestess says the opportunity is in the mystery. She has this curtain behind her, this tapestry. And so sometimes I think we have to look behind the curtain. If we don't know something, we have to research it. 10 of Pentacles, hidden or secret information. That is where the success will come from for you here, Scorpio. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Four Swords. Yeah, it's like you've been hoping and praying for a blessing. He is hoping and praying to be blessed. There's a person blessing another person here. I feel like this is saying like the blessing you've been praying for is here, but you just have to plant the seed with the Ace of Pentacles. And again, you have that card, that literally says what you've been waiting for is ready to be. Your patience is about to be rewarded. So you've been, I think you've been patient for a while. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Ace of Wands. Basically the universe saying I meant what I said here. The Ace of Wands is out with the old, in with the new. I feel a lot of you are being asked to let go of something or release something that no longer serves you here, Scorpio. That would be great. I think that would be great for you to do, to let go of things that no longer serve you. And that's definitely what I would focus on. I also feel like creativity here. I think it would be a great time for you to embrace creativity or to be more creative. The Queen of Swords might be a little bit too logical about things. She could be being too logical about, how things are going to work or how things are going to come together in her life. But, if she were more open or more creative, things might work out better. So, I would be open to creativity. Here you go with the Queen of Swords. Sorry, I think I said Queen of Pentacles, but Queen of Swords, you have the 10 of Pentacles twice going this way. And so, again, she needs to look into things. Like I said, mystery, 10 of Pentacles says if you don't know something or how to do something, just go learn it. Because that is where the success will come from with the 10 of Pentacles. I also feel like you're starting to believe, which is good here, Scorpio. Like sometimes, is this reading perfect? No. There never will be a perfect reading. And I'm not suggesting that things are perfect right now, but, I almost get this feeling with the Queen of Swords that maybe you're starting to believe that the dream is possible, which is like half the battle. It's like maybe your whole life you have thought that it's impossible to accomplish something. But I almost feel like the universe is bringing you some examples, of like people who have done it, or some inspiration of people who have done what you want to do, and it could be making you realize that something is possible, right? And I feel that if you kind of follow that thread, that things will go very well for you this month. And yeah, I would pay attention to that. With the Nine of Cups and the Magician, you have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles can be like a new person for sure. I definitely feel a new person here, by the way. And you have that seduction card, you have all this stuff. So if you want new love, there's definitely new love that is going to be available to you here. Page of Pentacles can be like good news or communication. So it could say that you're going to be communicating with a new person, or there is a new person that you will be communicating with here. And, I think that will be very good for you. The Page of Pentacles is also the card of studiousness, and we talked about this, about learning and, kind of learning things on a deeper level. Maybe that's what the reading is getting at. You have this, what does this card say? Your abilities will be enhanced. You have that card that says, a long journey brings rewards. So, yeah, kind of both of the, by the way, the Cosmic Egg Hatching card and that Long Journey card say the same thing. But I think you need to, look into things deeper. And you're a Scorpio. You're really good at doing that. With the Two of Pentacles, you have these Six of Wands. A lot of attention for you this month for sure. So yeah, if you want love, I would be, it's like your time to shine, right? It's your time to get attention. The Six of Wands, he is getting a lot of attention, but he's earned it, right? So, this could absolutely say that, yeah, there could be a lot of attention for you, but you have kind of like earned it at this time. The other thing is that I would be, with the Two of Pentacles, I would be doing things to get attention, like in all relationships. Again, this part of the reading is all relationships in your life. And so the Six of Wands, he is standing out. Now, there is this person right here who is meant to look jealous. The whole point of the Six of Wands is to ignore jealous people. If there are people who don't like it, then too bad. They can deal with it. You've earned your right to be on top of this horse, and that's the whole point of the card, is to realize that you have earned the right to be on your horse. We also have a lot of horses, well, not a lot, but a couple in this reading. And the white horses, especially in the tarot, can represent assistance or getting assistance. Coming up in the area of your closest relationships, if you need help with anything, it would be a good time to ask for help, is what these cards are saying. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups can represent releasing something as well. He's grieving the loss of these 3 cups, but he has these 2 cups behind him. The whole point of the card is that he's lost his taste for wine, but if he would turn around and see these 2 cups, he would get this bridge and this castle. So it's like there's something better coming in for him, but he has to see it. He has to be grateful for what he has. And he also needs to let go of things that he no longer enjoys. And if you do that here, Scorpio, I think things will get a lot better for you, and there will probably be a lot of benefits coming in for you. I also think you need to let go of past regrets. It's almost giving me the feeling of like beating yourself up. It's like sometimes I think we do this. We feel guilt or we feel worried about something. We beat ourselves up for things that we did in the past, or, things that didn't work out, or things that we feel like we should have done or whatever. And I kind of feel this is saying it's time to let go of those, past regrets. With the Lovers, you show up here as the Death card. Whenever you show up as yourself, it puts you in a position of power and strength, and especially as the Outcome card. It's like you're showing up in a very strong position. It's showing up with that Lover. So number one, I do feel a lot of you could be attracting like a very different type of connection, which would be great, of course, attracting, something that's like more solid, more secure, or just different in some way. You could have a lot of, I would be careful of past people. One thing I will say about this Pisces eclipse is, I don't know, there's like something about it that could be bringing back past people. So, again, like a past person could see you with a new person and try to ruin things. I would, definitely do things to protect yourself from that so it doesn't happen. It is popping into my head. But for the most part here, I feel like you're just showing up in a very strong position of, getting something that you want. So I do like to see that for you, Scorpio. You have the Stork card that says news of a birth or a new business opportunity. Ace of Wands, for sure. I think a lot of you are working towards new opportunities with this energy. I do think it is a good birth month for you. Not necessarily a baby, although sure, it could be for some of you. But I think it's more of a good birth month for you to birth new ideas or new things, right? You have that cosmic egg hatching card. It's like an egg is hatching in your life. Something is being born. You have this Yoke card. It says feeling tied down and frustrated. I actually feel like you're setting yourself free from this energy. It's like you're, anything that has been keeping you stuck, I feel you could be finding ways to get out of it, or finding ways to remove things that have been keeping you trapped and burdened and stuck in your life. And obviously that would be a good thing. You have this bird flying. It says news is on the way. Yeah, I feel like there could be like good news coming in for you, for those of you that want it. So yeah, I feel pretty good about this, that there could be some just like good news coming in here with this card. You have the Page of Pentacles as well, which is also good news. We literally talked about this. You have this Mountain card. It says major challenge to overcome. We talked about this with that Ace of Pentacles. I do feel like some of you are attracting or working on a mountain here, but this is not a bad thing. I think this is a good thing. It's like very few people climb mountains, right? So, it's like, yeah, you could be attracting a little bit of an obstacle, but is this a bad obstacle? No. It's like writing a book that could make you famous is an obstacle. Starting a YouTube channel that could make you famous is an obstacle. Starting, a business that could make you rich is an obstacle. But is that a bad obstacle? No. Ace of Pentacles. I literally said on this card that this will be worth it, whatever this opportunity is. So again, if you're attracting an opportunity that is a little bit of an obstacle, I think it's worth it. You have the Sun card that says happiness and well-being on it. So, yeah, I mean, I think that there could be a lot of happiness and well-being and success coming in for you here, and that's what I would focus on. This month seems, I would say, especially around that Pisces eclipse, which could be like a little bit emotional on the 7th. I think that you water signs, especially you Scorpio, should be, make sure to do things that make you happy. Make sure to step into the energy of love, joy, peace, happiness. All those good things I think would be good for you as well. And, that's what I would do here with that card. But this looks really good here, Scorpio. I like where it's going. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.